Arizona State's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Thunderbirds offense comes onto the field first today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Like a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the ground game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes to grab. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. The Thunderbirds with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Jackson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's caught. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And it's the Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Let's take a second about Arizona State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere.
Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! First blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike, touchdown, comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. He's going to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. The Thunderbirds are in the hurry up.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And it's the Thunderbirds with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Might have a chance. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards through the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And it's the Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He's got it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, ASU!
Hey, They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Jackson gonna throw it. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. He goes right back to the air. Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they swarm him under. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The Thunderbirds will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Sun Devils! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Bowling. That's caught. It's Harris. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. Could be an alley. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the...
Just plowing ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Caught, and he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Thunderbirds trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Safe completion on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the wide out. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Find some time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes.
The Thunderbirds will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arizona State head coach has said, he says this all the time, but the team that holds on the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hand off for Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Right down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO fired complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
A give to Brown.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were